Hey guys, Survival Kid Outdoors, and today I'm going to talk about edibles of the woods. And there's lots of edibles of the woods. And by edibles, I don't just mean food, I mean water sources and food. So, pretty much what we're going to do is, I'm just going to show you guys some edibles of the forest back here. So there's this one I'll take you to right now. It's called, actually, I really don't know what it's called because my friend told me it's called a Mongolia tulip, but I really don't think that's true because I've never heard of that before, but it might be. Here's a flower of it, and these flowers are edible. And if I bring you up here to where a Mongolia, or so-called a Mongolia tulip is, I really don't think it's called that. But I'll show you. Right there, it's got these long, slender leaves, and the yellow flowers grow on it, and I pretty much just took the last petal, it was right there, but these yellow flowers grow on it. It's kind of like monkey grass with yellow flowers. But these, hold on, let me bring it down here. These flowers here are edible of that plant. And they taste a lot like lettuce with a mixture of a yellowy taste, I guess. I don't know. Kind of like a vegetable lettuce thing. But these are apparently called Mongolia tulips, and they're edible, so yeah, tastes just like lettuce. And probably if you were in the forest and you needed some food, that right there is a good source of vitamin C, or so some people say. Or at least my friend told me it's called Mongolia tulip. But that's pretty much the Mongolia. Now, lots of times, Mongolia tulips are really not easy to find back in these forests back here. So just know that they have long, slender leaves, and they also have like a yellow flower. Sometimes the flowers are orange. Don't eat the orange ones, eat the yellow ones. But other than that, that's one edible. If I had a worm on this fishing pole right here, I would show you. But you guys know if there's water around, you could try doing fishing. And fish are probably the most easiest thing to find back in the forest. But I also know that there's like at least half of the forests in woods back like these usually have water. If they don't, you're kind of screwed, because you need like a water source, because water is one of the most helpful things. It can clean. You can find fish in it, not just fish. You can find other crawdads, shrimp, depending on what kind of water you're thinking of. But and then there's so there's fish, and there's the flower over there, and then one thing you don't want to eat is monkey grass. Those blueberries on monkey grass, they're poisonous and they can make you sick, so you don't want to eat those. Also, we come over here. Back over to where the tulips are. We see a little bit of a palm tree. Now, right now I'm kind of on the edge of my woods near my friend's house. So I'm not, if you see a house, don't think I'm in the woods. But this here is a palm tree. It's not a native palm tree that grows coconuts. And it does not have what you call heart of palm. Well, heart of palm, wait, no. Yeah, these have heart of palm, but they don't have coconuts. The heart of palm is pretty much, you go to the middle of the palm tree where all the branches meet up. Right in the middle in there, hold on. I can't move forward because there's big, well, pretty much you see where all the branches are growing off of, just in the middle of there, you might find a little green stem looking thing, and just cut that up all the way until you get to the very middle where it's white. That's heart of palm, and people use it on salads. It's pretty good. Some people say it tastes like coconut, but I don't think it really does. But yeah, also not just heart of palm these trees have, but they also have coconuts, edible. They have a little drink inside, and they got a little treat you eat in the inside too. And if you're done eating it and you don't want any more, then you just leave it out for the ants, and it can make a perfect little food bowl. Those are one of the edibles, but that's probably one of the most, that's probably not something you'll find back in the woods, maybe on the beach or an island somewhere. Then here we got a little spruce tree, and spruce is it's pretty common back in the woods. But if you take off a little piece like this, I don't know if you see that. If you take off a little piece like this from your spruce tree, hold on, okay. Take off a little piece like that from your spruce tree, that little piece is edible for you, so, well, yeah, very bitter. Tastes kind of like, tastes almost like a little, oh crap, tastes almost like a little, in a way, a Granny Smith apple to me, but very bitter Granny Smith apple. So then you got spruce. Then you got spruce. That's pretty much the most common tree so far back here. Then you got fruit trees, and fruit trees have you can find many fruit trees. You can find orange trees, which are really hard to find. You can find apple trees, which are a little bit easier to find, but not much in the woods. You might find some avocado trees or something like that. I mean, avocado, it's around a lot in places. Here's more spruce. Not only spruce are edible, but they have these nice, really good wood inside, which actually they make 2x4s, little 2x4s out of spruce. You can eat these little leaf thingies here, and you can use the root of the spruce as like a wire. So spruce trees are really helpful. And there's also pine trees. Now pine trees have sap called resin, and resin is like a syrup, and it is edible. If you want, you can use it as a glue. It's edible as a little syrup type of thing. So that's kind of like a little syrup to have, I guess. All you simply need to just take pine tree and just hit your knife at it, and if nothing, like no weird liquid looking stuff comes out, then keep trying. And it still doesn't, then I don't know. But if you hit it and some liquid comes out, that's called resin or sap. And that's used for glue, and it's a syrup type of thing. Then there is another. Well, actually, there is nothing else back here, I don't think, except for animals and bugs. But now you can move on to a water source. Now, water source like these, if you don't have to be necessarily at your last resort to drink this water. I mean, shallow and flowing water is probably the cleanest. Very deep-looking, dark, nasty, non-flowing water is probably not what you want. A way to get out, like if there's dirt in your water, a way to get it out is, I saw this on Man vs. Wild. You take your shirt and you put it in the water and then just scoop it up, and all this, like, all the, like, stuff on the inside, like mud and old leaves and stuff, gets caught in the shirt, and all the water comes out fresh, not from parasites, but from any, like, dirt, like, actual dirt. So, yeah, so, if you're going to choose any type of water, try to find shallow flowing water. If you can't find that, you're going to have to boil some water, which is, probably, you'll need fire to do that, but the flowing, shallow water is probably good to drink. It's probably one of the best things to drink. So, just note that down, that if you need water and you don't want to drink your pee or anything like that, then just try to find some shallow flowing water. And if you can't find that, take some bad water, boil it up, do what I said first, take your shirt, get all the stuff out, then like let it drop in the cup if you have one, and that'll boil it up. And so that's pretty much all for that water. Other water, you can find water in bamboo. Just chop it down, some water might come out. It's filled with non-parasite water because it gets caught up like rainwater and stuff. It just happens that way. I know there's another way to get water. I just can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, there's some trees. I know there's one tree that's back here. I can't find it, and I don't remember where it is, but when you hit it like with a machete, it leaks out water. It's only like a drop or two. And also you can find back here on this grass over here, you can find strawberries in the wintertime. I mean, in the summertime, it is the summertime, but I don't know where any are right now. You'll find these little strawberries that are like that big, and those are edible too. So, those are pretty much the edibles of back here in my woods. There's more, but those are the pretty much ones that I'm located near. So, I'll see you guys later. Survivor Cat Outdoors. I'll see you on the next video.